Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Wally, and today what I have for you guys is actually a class setup video. Now, this isn't going to be a class setup video of every single class of what you should be using. This is going to be the one specific class that I pull out when it's necessary, I feel, to get the win. When things aren't going my way, I pull out this class, and to be honest, 95% of the time it'll win. I use this class, if you haven't seen the video, my cranked 30 kills, thoughts and tricks video, which will be linked in the description below. You should check that out. That's a very good video, I feel. I'm very proud of that one. And this is going to be the class that I used, in depth, the reasons that I used it, and etc, etc. So let's get right into it. Now this is the class. As you can see, AR support. This was originally called This Is OP, but it wasn't that funny, I thought, so I thought I'm going to change it to AR support. I know I go for this class, as you can tell, AR support. When this needs to be pulled out, shit's getting real. Okay, so let's go right into it. The first thing that you'll see is the MSBS. Incredibly powerful weapon. Probably kills in 2 shots. Probably the best gun in the game. I know it's banned in MLG and all that good stuff. So, yeah, this is the gun that I feel as though if you really want to try hard, this is what you should be using. I've got that nice purple camo. What's it called? Caustic camo? Yeah. Nice little camo. The blue dot. Just little things like that. That's also one of the things I wanted to bring up. The blue. If you change the reticle, like if you don't like that, which I'm not a big fan of, go for the blue or even that one. That's quite a good one. I use that sometimes when I pick up gun. I try and stick with the gun if it has the halo reticle. I quite like it. You know, little things that I may be able to help you. Grip, pretty self-explanatory. I feel. You know, the grip reduces recoil, especially on the MSBS. I always have problems saying that. You know, it does get quite bouncy out to mid-range, so if you stick this on, I know you probably could stick muzzle brake on, but I don't really think you need it, so I'd rather have the grip, just have that little bit less bounce, a little bit better range, because if you're more accurate over range, you don't really need muzzle brake, do you? Because you'll be hitting your shots more consistently with or without it, so I think that's a better attachment overall than that, especially for a high recoil gun like the MSBS. Iron sights, same things. Not a big fan. Iron sights? What am I on about? Red dot sight. That's what I wanted to talk about. Red dot sight. I do like the iron sights. They're okay. They remind me a lot of the M16 ones from Black Ops 1. But, you know, for a 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5, 3 bullets. For a 3 burst gun, accuracy is all powerful. This is all that you want to be worried about, is hitting your shot. So, the red dot sight is what I personally think for this gun the best. I have used the holographic sight on some other ones. I've also used the tracker sight. That's okay. I'm not a big fan of that apart from on like LMGs or marksman rifles. So, but the holographic's good. So, you know, but I prefer the red dot. I think it's more universally beneficial. I don't have a secondary weapon because I'd rather just pick one up off the ground. Don't have lethals. I don't really feel like I need lethals or tacticals. You know, this gun is a long range gun, so you don't really need to be stunning people or fragging people. Perks. Now, this loadout is centered around crank. That's the game mode that I play mainly, and as such, you'll notice that some of the things like Stalker, you know, why aren't you running Stalker? And I can already feel you typing it in the comments. Because you get Stalker and you get Sleight of Hand, so you don't need those perks, you know. You get 1 kill, which anybody should really be able to do, and you'll have the perks, so there's no point wasting them, getting them already. So let's start. I have quick drop, so faster aiming, you know, 3 burst gun, hip fire. It does work, but you don't really want to be relying on it. That's just a universally beneficial one. Again, even if you pick up a secondary weapon, quick draw, if you might pick up a marksman or a sniper, you might still be able to do well. Dead silence and amplify. Yeah, dead silence, move silently, and amplify. If you have a headset in this game, these 2 perks should be mandatory. Now, just go off on a little tangent. All 4 I'm from New Jersey. All the 4 perks here I pretty much use on every single class, apart from maybe a sound or a class if I'm using something like an LMG. All these 4 perks I run every single class pretty much. So dead silence and amplify. You should be sound whoring like a motherfucker. I honestly wouldn't even say you need amplify, because if you're new to sound whoring, I mean, I've been sound whoring since probably Modern Warfare 3. I probably got into it, you know, with Sit Rep Pro, the God perk. If you're a little bit new, I wouldn't run that. I wouldn't run that. I would probably run ping instead. But if you know what you're doing and you know what to look out for, Dead Silence Amplify is all you pretty much need. You can sound out people across the map. But as I said, if you're new, you're not quite confident, you put Amplify on and you feel as though everybody's around you, just run Dead Silence, probably run ping. Focus, I feel as though in this game, focus is more important than toughness was in Black Ops 2. Honest to God, I'm leveling up my Wally account right now, and I don't have focus, and it is fucking torture to try and kill people. If you don't get the first shot or shoot them in the back, you're going to lose, pretty much. So, focus, universally beneficial attachment. Even if you're using stuff like shotguns, the amount of times I've been running around with shotguns and ADS and get popped and I'm firing 3/4 of a mile over to the right shoulder, it's bullshit. And also, fully loaded. Now, I don't see a lot of people run this perk, but this perk, for me, is probably the most important perk that I run because I hate running out of ammunition. I like picking up random guns because sometimes you find something that's new, you hadn't thought of, and it works. But fully loaded for me is an extremely important perk because I do not want to run out of ammos. And the thing is, with having the maximum amount of ammunition, it psychologically it makes you want to go for those streaks. If you're running something like an SMG and you have 3 clips, you just kind of want to think, oh, I'm just going to run around, I'm going to shoot people, I'm going to see what happens. But if you know that you have all the ammunition that you could want, it makes you play a little bit smarter because you feel as though you have all this ammunition, so you want to be going on the streaks. You can get those streaks. So those are the perks that I run: Quick Draw, Dead Silence, Amplify, Focus, and Fully Loaded. Very good perks, I think. Like I said, I probably think those are probably the best setup in the game for public matches. Now, Strike Package. Yes, support. You want to be running support because if the game's not going your way and you're running out, and you pull this class out, you don't want to be running Assault and running Low Key and Battle Hind and Juggernaut. There's no point. You're not going to get them. Whereas support, that was actually pretty good. I managed to drop on it very nicely there. So, Ballistic Vests. Everybody knows what Ballistic Vests do. Give you more ammunition, and especially with an MSBS, if you miss that first shot and you're getting shot back, those Ballistic Vests might just save you enough to get the win. I'm not sure. You could run SATCOM, I suppose, but Ballistic Vests, I feel, if your team isn't running SATCOMs, you're kind of going to get screwed. So, run Ballistic Vests as your A. You should be able to get this. Night Owl again, as it's a 10, just 2 more. The fact that, detects enemies in close proximity for a 3-burst gun, you might be able to switch to your secondary or your other gun. It might be a full auto, so you should be doing well. And grenades as well, because I noticed the more people are playing this game, the more grenades are getting thrown at me. So that's a very good Night Owl to run. Not many a lot of people run it, and it's quite hard to kill. So I think you should be running that. And Oracle as well. Everybody knows what Oracle, you get it from the get-go. Display enemies. If you're, let's say, top strip club and you see a guy top pawn, you know where he is, you can maneuver around the map. Bada bing, you're going to get your kill. Now, if they are getting air support, I would probably say get rid of Ballistic Vests and put on air superiority. Now, if you don't know what air superiority is, it kills pretty much every single aircraft instantly as soon as you call it in. So if they're getting a lot of air support, like a lot of Battle Hinds, call this in, it destroys it straight away. So, yeah, that's pretty much my class. Let me know how you guys do. I know it's very similar to the Optic Big Timer class video that he did, but with a few modifications that I felt as though it helped me personally a bit more than what he recommended. So just let me know what you guys thought of this class, anything that I could do to improve it. If you guys use the class, let me know how you did with it. So yeah, anyways guys, this has been It's the Wally. I really do hope you enjoyed, and as always, thank you all very much for watching.